Hey everyone, Chaosville here, and in today's episode we are going to begin working on my shop. But before we do that, I wanted to show the AFK crop and dye harvest room. So it is actually completed. It's just like in my brother's realm. I have it set up to where I have a cocoa bean farm. Got a jungle log there where you just right click to place the cocoa beans on it, and it automatically harvests or grows and then harvests the cocoa bean. As you can see, I left a stack of cocoa beans in here so I could continue to do that later again if I wanted to. I believe, yeah, this is just from the first time of using it, so it did not use very much bone meal at all to make a couple of stacks. I made like 2 stacks of cocoa beans to go over there and turn into dye, so that didn't take very much. And then I did a whole bunch of wheat for the cow farm, and looks like some of them it used more than it did others, so I don't know what the deal is with that. But this will automatically grow wheat, carrots, and potatoes, so I can get them a lot faster than with the harvest out there. And these are mumbo jumbo based designs, so I can't take credit for these, but I use them because they're very helpful. Then the flowers, I've got the flowers in here, so all you gotta do is just use bone meal on these flowers, and it'll give you 2 of each respective flower, well, 1 of each respective flower, which will give you 2 respective dye colors according to the color of the flower. So like this one right here is pink, this is red, this is magenta, and then we got yellow. And I believe there's 2 other ones that will do the same. Can't remember. Pretty sure there's 2 more, but we'll figure that out later. If I can walk through the door. The other thing is I've put in my beacon to make it more efficient for me to farm trees at the tree farm and harvest my concrete basically. So as you can see, I used nothing but the emerald blocks. I had so many emerald blocks saved up from my villager farm, villager trading outpost from my farms, trading in my crops for emeralds. I decided just to go ahead and use them for the one at the base, the largest one at the base. This is the Haste 2 beacon. I believe it also has regeneration activated. I'm not sure. I've never really utilized beacons that much. I'm hoping to start doing that now. But as you can see, this will help me with my harvesting of trees much faster, and of course my concrete in the concrete farm, which we're going to go in and do. The plan is to do a stack of each colored concrete, and we're going to use that in the design of the shop, along with slime blocks and iron blocks. I'm not sure about bone blocks because I'm going to need a lot of bone meal for my stuff, but yeah, we'll come up with that later when we come to the shop part. First things first, going to grab 1 stack of every type of concrete. So white, orange. It's amazing that we have 16 different, only 16 different colors. Wonder if we're going to get new ways to get dyes too in the future, because some of these are really expensive right now. I would like to see 1 of each colored flower, where we could just bone meal the flower to get its respective flower in return. Or maybe they could just do that to the flowers we already have in the game, like the tulips and the light blue orchid thing. Can't remember what it's called. But if we could do that, that would save so much bone meal, so much time. I'll have to show you guys exactly how I've got my flower farm set up. This new way is basically what I saw in Mumbo's video, but I kind of adapted it to my own style, where it has a timer clock to push the dirt through a cycle. So that way, if they do change the 0 ticks, this won't affect this machine, so I can still harvest dyes this way. So the other thing I've got here is I've got 3 pickaxes designed just for this factory. So what I got to do is just take my Silk Touch or Efficiency pickaxe out and put one of these in my inventory, and we'll be using that for this. But that's how I'm going to farm all my concretes, is with those 3 pickaxes. I have Unbreaking 3, Efficiency 5, and Mending on all 3 of them. That of course is because I don't want to have to continually remake pickaxes. I mean, I could, but I don't want to continually remake ones with these other two things on them, because I can buy diamond pickaxes with Unbreaking 3 on them, and then just put the Efficiency 5 and Mending on them, which I guess is kind of cheap, but at the same time it's just really annoying. Although Efficiency 5 is pretty cheap. I don't know. We'll see what I do in the future. It just depends on how much of a use this has, how many stacks of concrete this thing will go through. I'm hoping it'll go through all the stacks of the colors that I have here, and I won't need to use any of the other two, because that'd be very great, be very efficient. Alright, so let's test and see how well this does. That did not work for some reason. Kind of laggy. Hoping it's just because one of my farms just went off. Alright, but I'm going to do that with every single color I have, and then harvest them basically. Alright, so the lights come on, which means we're at the end where I need to go and harvest what we've got. There was a reason why I decided not to do the big, ginormous block of concrete farm like I made in my brother's realm, and that was because I'd be farming these concrete blocks and they'd land down below. And by the time I'd get down there to pick them up, they would have despawned. So I won't do that anymore. That is actually not too bad of damage for 16 stacks of concrete. I'll actually take that. So I'm going to put my pickaxe back up in here and grab the efficiency one back out. And work on a design now. So Rust's shop is up on a hill. I think I'm going to place mine over this direction. So I'm going to have to do a little terraforming, but not as much as I was expecting to have to. Some mushrooms may have to die. Terraforming's done, and I've just laid the foundation of, well, the outer perimeter with iron blocks, because this is going to have iron blocks for sale as well. I think the floor will be good to start with a pattern of concrete, and then we can build up the building with the corners and all that stuff being something else. I'm gonna have to incorporate slime blocks. Yeah, somewhere. So, and then windows. I need to put windows in this too. It'd just make it more efficient during the day, so you can actually see what you're doing inside. But the concrete is going to go in the floor in a pattern of some kind. I'm not exactly sure. Just mix and match maybe. It's just going to be some sort of pattern. And then I know this shop looks small right now, and it's really supposed to be, because if people are wanting large orders of concrete, really I think they should just put in an order for me to do it. And then I'll just do it for them, you know? Makes more sense. I'll have like maybe one stack of each type of concrete available here, because I don't know of many people on the Realm server that really need concrete right now anyway. But that'll just have to suffice until I am able to make a lot more stacks of concrete. But yeah, I gotta go back home and get some doors, some pressure plates, because this is just gonna be a pressure plated door really. For now, and then I need to get some glass too, because I didn't bring any glass. But I'm going to drop off this stuff too, the mycelium blocks that I just mined, because those might come in handy for a project at home sometime. But otherwise, it's just going to be slime blocks, iron blocks, and concrete blocks for sale in here, pretty much, for right now. Eventually, my brother and I might get together and we might make an armory shop. We're not sure about that yet, but it's a work in progress. Alright, before working on the path from the building, the main central hub building, to here, I think it's important just to go ahead and put the floor in, and then worry about doing the doors and the walls after that. Because the walls and the floors, I've decided the walls and the floors are all going to be concrete. It's all going to be like a different set of pattern, but it's going to be hard to figure out a way to put all the concrete in here mixed. That was a little bit more difficult than I thought, but I finally just mixed it up a certain way where I just put all the colors from half the concrete in my scroll bar, just scrolled through and placed them down. And then I did the same thing once I got halfway through the room. I switched to the other colors I hadn't used, plus some the slime blocks and sea lanterns to put them in the floor. I might have to go back through on this side and put some more sea lanterns in the floor on it to light it up, but we'll see when it gets dark again. For now, we're just going to start working on the walls. Basically just going to do the same thing. Just scroll through each color and place a block. It's going to take a while. I think that turned out very well, actually. Looks pretty random, and I've got a bunch of slime blocks in there as well. So you can kind of see through where the slime blocks are laid out. And look inside close enough, and you can see the slime soul. See that little square in there? Alright, so now I gotta put the doors on. I'm actually gonna have to move these steps out one more, I think, because that's the only way the pressure plate's gonna work, obviously, so do that real quick. In fact, I think we'll place a couple of iron blocks there. Swap the stairs back on there. Slap the pressure plates down. And boom, that's done. Now the roof on this is going to be iron blocks, I believe. Just going to make it iron blocks. I've got enough color showing in it as it is. Yeah, you know what? I'll just do the roof in the same color scheme, except I'll actually alternate sea lanterns in there. Now I got the roof done, and I'm going to start working on the path. Path is going to have to kind of weave here and there, but I think what we'll first do is dig it out, because I'm going to have to also do what others are doing, placing blocks in order to form a sort of path out of the blocks. That their shop will be selling, basically. So that's what I'm going to do as well. And just add stairs here and there. And that is going to do it. Now I just need to go back home, make a bunch of chests and some signs. Actually, I got plenty of signs made. I just need to make more chests. And we can start filling them up with the goods to sell for diamonds. Alright, we got all the chests in, item frames up with all the different types of concrete on the outside of them. I will have to fill these later because that'll take a while. Probably just put a few stacks of each colored concrete in each one, or at least the remaining stacks of powder that I have left at my house, because it takes a lot of sand and a lot of gravel, and I've got to heal my shovels up before I can get some more of both sand and gravel. And I don't know how many orders I'm going to have yet, so I'm going to put this system down that I have going on in this book here. So we'll get to that in just a second, but I've got slime blocks there, iron blocks there, so those are the other two items I'll have for sale in the shop. And then of course this chest right here, I forgot my sign, so I'll have to go back and get them, but it's going to have a sign pointing to it. This is the free arrow box. I'm going to have stacks upon stacks of arrows available from my Boneman Archer farm, or bone meal farm if you will, which I still have yet to show you guys. I need to do that sometime. But anyway, there's no point in me trying to sell arrows. I'll just give them away for free as an item in my shop, so people can just come over and pick up however many arrows they want, because I will have unlimited amounts of arrows from that farm. Until I am to the point where I really do not have to really depend on bone meal so much for like getting my dye colors, I may start selling that in here too. So there's that. I'm also going to have another extra chest in here, I think, with some paper in it, just so people can write for large orders or IOUs, something like that. But anyway, let's get into this. Alright, obviously I had never done the book thing before, but you had to like hold it in your hand and right click on it, so when I thought I just had to put it on the podium, so I had to look that up real quick. But now I've got it done, so here's the book that explains how the store works. It says, welcome to the Chaos Store. All items in the shop will sell in stacks of 64 for 1 diamond per stack. IOUs are accepted. Simply write name and IOU on piece of paper provided in the place, and then place in chest which you take a stack from, which is pretty decent, I think. Please note, until the IOU is paid for or placed with a diamond, it will remain in this respective chest, taking up spots in said chest until the debt is paid. So, for instance, if I had a double chest and you've got like 5 IOUs in there, and I go to fill up the chest again with the complete item that I had in there, those 5 slots will still have those IOUs in there until somebody either pays them off or, well, until they're just paid off, because they'll just stay in there. And if they disappear and there's no diamonds in there, then somebody obviously just deleted them and was hoping I would just forget about it, which is not going to happen. For large orders of any kind, please make an order on a piece of paper provided and delivered to me, or place in my concrete factory orders chest. I think this is only going to be for like concrete. There might be some people that have some large orders of concrete, but other than that, I think we'll be fine. And then thanks for stopping by and have fun. And obviously I could take the book off of there, but you can't do anything with the book because it has been finalized and signed. So that's that. Alright, so that's going to be it for the shop. The only thing I have left to do is to grab some signs. I need to grab another single chest and put some paper in it, and I'm probably going to have to get some anvils to put in that chest as well, so people can actually write stuff out here. That would make sense, I guess. I think that's about it, though. I think so. My brother and I have decided to finish this episode off by doing some withers. So this ought to be interesting. First we're going to fly to the spot that we farm these guys at. So the unique thing that we do is that we spawn in an iron golem. Wow, this is a maze, Rusty. What the heck did you do back here? We spawn an iron golem back in the back to distract this guy when he gets spawned in, so just like that. Okay, Rust, whenever you're ready. He's got 3 of these to spawn in. I got 2 of them. I need 2 beacons, one for the gravelly mountain area and one for the desert, so it makes it to where I can farm that stuff much faster to make my concrete with. Come on, Rusty, you can do it. I've got faith in you. You can place the heads. Oh God, don't get caught back there. This could be bad if you spot it out. I can't even see. Okay, run, Rusty! Run! The golem's already attacking him. Taking the strength potion. There we go. Oh yeah, he's angry. Very angry. Oh, the golem's already dead. Okay, where did it go? Did it go up? I don't see it! Where did it go? Oh! There he is! He's up high. I'm in the way. Ouch. Okay, that tickled just a little bit. Oh yeah. He's not happy. You keep pushing me. This hallway needs to be like 2 wide, I'm afraid. I'm not even hurt. This is yours anyway. Shoot him. Come on, shoot him. Okay, now we're taking damage. I'm trying to. Who kept hitting me? That's part of what happens. I'm gonna shoot his tail. Oh, time for the axe. Axe of the death. I got smite 5. Got him. There's your nether star. Take it. Boom. It's so much easier than I ever thought this would be for defeating the withers. But now, what we do now is we just go through and replace a bunch of blocks that it destroyed, and then put down more torches so we can see a little bit. That's basically the gist of what we do. Okay, well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'll see you next time in the next episode.